What's up y'all, welcome back to another video. Today of course the big news is that they passed a spending plan through Congress, and I noticed that many Democrats take it as a big win, many Republicans take it as a big betrayal that 13 of their own turned around and voted for it. But I don't think that it's really much black and white. I don't think it's really much a big victory for the Democrats. So while I'm continuing to watch the new maps trickle in here, we just have a map from Iowa, which was as expected. I thought I was going to do something that I actually haven't done in a while, which is the 2022 Senate election predictions. Now this is one of the videos that I am going to continue to do over again and over again, because it is a very important and exciting subject and it does deserve a lot of attention. And you all remember that, they passed a big spending bill, 1.2 trillion yesterday, or today. But back in 2010, they had just passed Obamacare, and still the Democrats got blown out in the midterms. So I don't really think that it is a big win for them in terms of midterm electability, that they have managed to push this through. But I'm going to start by filling in the safe seats. And yeah, Florida with Marco Rubio is also safe. In Alaska, I think that it is going to be a big matchup between the Trumpist candidate and Lisa Murkowski. But I'm going to put it as likely a Republican, because I think that Lisa Murkowski might run as an independent and win. So that is certainly something to look out for. And Joe Biden's job approval rating is definitely going to play into this video, because he is underwater in most states, including Democratic states such as Connecticut, his home state of Delaware. He's 18 points down in Delaware. That's worse than Florida, which is here. It's worse than the Rust Belt. So yeah, Delaware, that's just one state, but his approval ratings are not really showing good signs for the Democrats. Let's go to Illinois. In Illinois, no senator has actually been re-elected in this seat since Alan Dixon in 1986. But Tammy Duckworth is a veteran. I think she's quite popular. I think that she is a favorite to win, and if it doesn't emerge a worthy opponent, she is probably going to take that home. Now, let's go to Missouri. I think it's going to be safe. I know that Republicans have many candidates, many okay candidates. One thing that worries me is the former governor, Eric Greitens, because he has some scandals in his closet, some skeletons, sorry. So that one, well, you never know. Colorado is another state where the Democrats actually won in 2010 with Michael Bennet, and he's running again, and I don't see Republicans really putting up a good candidate in this blue trending state. Even though Joe Biden is underwater by 15 points, the Democrats have so many minority voters and young voters to turn out in Colorado, so that will probably put him over the top no matter what. And also I would like to change Maryland, because if Larry Hogan runs, it is definitely going to be a major money divestment for Democrats, because they actually have to fund Maryland as well. He would definitely not be the favorite, but it would be a good year for Republicans, and he could probably get it within 15, maybe even within 10. We'll see. Ohio, we don't know the candidates. I'm not too happy with the candidates there. I would hope, I would want a more electable US representative like Warren Davidson or someone to be in that race. But still it's going to be a likely R, because I think Tim Ryan is a decent candidate. He's probably one of the best candidates among the Democrats in the country, but Ohio is of course red trending. And now we are already down to the most competitive states. In Wisconsin, Ron Johnson has yet to announce if he's running for re-election. I don't know if he's going to. I don't really think that he is or is not. It is really all in his mind. I'm going to put it as lean D, because they do have good candidates, the GOP. They have several qualified US representatives like Mike Gallagher, Sean Duffy and Brian Steele to pick from. So they should be in good shape there. In North Carolina, There are three big GOP frontrunners: Pat McCrory, Ted Budd with Trump's endorsement, and Mark Walker. I think it's going to stay Republican. It is a state where Trump is quite strong compared to other Republicans. I mean, he outperformed Romney there, in contrast to Georgia, for example, in 2016 and 2012, if you compare them. So definitely Republicans are favored right there. Arizona is an exciting one because Mark Kelly is a strong Democrat, but Biden's numbers are so bad. Okay, so he's down 21, but he's even further down in, in Nevada. So it's hard to say. I think Kelly is still a very narrow favorite to win. If he's running against Blake Masters, I think it can be really exciting. If Masters is the nominee, I think he actually will win, because then he only needs to get his ideas out, which I think are really good. I think that he has very many very good economic ideas. Alright, so let's go to the state of Nevada. With Adam Laxalt, I think that it would actually flip. I know that the Trump base would definitely show up because he has Trump's support. Catherine Cortez Masto would have to cope with a DSA control of her state party, and that would really spell doom because people would not really get motivated to turn out. Moderates would not. And definitely with Joe Biden's approval ratings at this level, I see that one flip. Okay, let's go to New Hampshire. Now this really depends on if Chris Sununu runs or not, but even if he doesn't, if Kelly Ayotte runs, she could also flip that one. Maybe not by the same margin as Chris Sununu, but I'm going to put it as a lean Republican, because Biden's approval ratings are down. Okay, only down by 2. Okay. But you know, Republicans have good candidates, and that might still change. It is a more Republican state than Delaware, even though Biden is more disapproved of in Delaware. Regardless, Pennsylvania is a Republican open seat. Pat Toomey is retiring. Lean R. Republicans will be favored in 2022, including in Pennsylvania. Yes, the Democrats have some solid candidates in John Fetterman and Conor Lamb, but I still think that the Republicans are a favorite also if Sean Parnell is the nominee. I think that the best possible nominee would be Kenneth Braithwaite, Secretary of the Navy, Ambassador to Norway, but he is not running, and Trump has already picked his candidate. Anyway, the last one is Georgia. Herschel Walker is running there. I think it is a lean R. It could actually end up being likely in the margins, depending on how African American turnout is. And my only problem with him is actually electability in a southern state, and he has a troubled past. But I think that he would be great. I think he's really based strong on the issues, so I could absolutely see him fit in there. But anyway, that's my current prediction. We are still waiting for more announcements from people like Chris Sununu and Ron Johnson, so we will be paying close attention to those races. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.